A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajeem. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. In this holy month of khalwa and seclusion, a reminder for ourselves is that Naqshbandiya is from the reality of the soul in Divinely Presence. The many tariqas are a journey from the dunya towards the heavens, and that they begin the process of unveiling from the dunya station and begin to unveil the student towards their movement in Divinely Presence. And that way lost a lot of students, because as soon as they have an unveiling and yet not perfected, they'll be distracted by many different realities that are around them, most of which would be the jinn and the jinn world. They would be distracted by them, thinking that they can communicate with them, use them, work with them. Naqshbandiyat al-Aliyah is a gift from Prophet to Sultan al-Awliya and all the Sultan al-Awliyas, that their reality is that as soon as that student sits in our association for 5 minutes, grant their arwah which is already in the Divinely Presence to move into the reality of these Sultan al-Arifin and the Sultan al-Awliyas. Means that whatever maqam, dress Sultan al-Awliya Mawlana Shaykh Muhammad Nazim Haqqani, Sultan al-Awliya Mawlana Shaykh Abdul Faiz Daghestani, immediately that soul will be invited into their presence, will be invited into their diwan and will be sitting under their tarbiyah to be dressed from their soul to their soul and depositing their secrets and all their realities. Meaning in 5 minutes you inherit that maqam, and that is the greatness that Prophet gave to Naqshbandiyat al-Aliyah. Who knows himself will know his Lord, means everything that governs you is what they want us to go through in that seclusion. Means that from that reality they begin to dig to the veil of our humanity that is the thickest veil upon our being. And if that veil is pierced through all the cleansing and through all the purification, then the complete and kamil perfections are lifted. Whether that opens within a khalwa or begins to be given to us slowly in a dose in which we can absorb and to tolerate. That khalwa, as soon as they enter into that khalwa, is based on tafakkur. Means that the student who doesn't make tafakkur, doesn't make contemplation, then Mawlana Shaykh would say, monkey in, monkey out. Means if you're not going to take a process of tafakkur and contemplation, what you're going to do in the khalwa? The khalwa is to know yourself. The inner reality, the zikr and everything they give you to recite is going to give you the energy and the power to go within yourself, that to close all the senses and to go within the self and open up the soul senses and begin to sense the heart and begin to become lateef. From the zikrs you become very subtle and you begin to experience your energies. And they begin to teach, and Allah wants you to know that everything you did, everything you saw, everything you heard, everything you involved yourself with, it's an energy and it was burned onto your hard disk, and you're taking that disk with you into the grave. That's why these technologies Allah wants us to know them. Now they have chips that are unimaginable and how much it can capture, and Allah is saying, I made the better one, I made the best chip. Your brain will capture everything you see, hear, you do, you speak, everything will have an energy. And the first khalwa is like the azab of the qabr, that you're in the room, you do your zikrs, you'll be given a zikr to do. As you're doing these zikrs and making your contemplation, you're not going to see the heavens, you're going to see your demons.
Have you started planning for the cost of post-secondary education? We will help you open a plan and access thousands of dollars in government grants. Give your child a head start with a CET plan. Did you know that it may be possible to start an RESP and not contribute any of your own money? Call today and receive 25 air miles reward miles when you book a consultation.
Hi, did you know that your child may be eligible to receive up to $10,000 in government grants to pay for his or her post-secondary education? My name is Sikandar Hayat. I am here to help you. Call today for a free consultation.
Knowledge, quality, integrity. STAR cares about your best interest and have a wealth of experience to match. We've been in the business 30 years and are here to lead you every step of the way. Whether it's building the custom home of your dreams, doing gorgeous home renovations, building a laneway home, or revamping your commercial space. The STAR process works. Just ask our hundreds of satisfied customers.
We have several properties, and the best thing about Star for Life Services is that the work is done in a very timely manner, and we're always very pleased with the result.
STAR, let's make your dreams happen. Call us now to book your free consultation.
As soon as the khalwa begins, it's as if Allah gave permission that you are in a qabr. That through your discipline you are not speaking to anyone, you eat a certain restricted diet and you begin your zikr and your practices. As soon as you make your tafakkur and begin to ask to be in the company of pious people, to be with the guides, to be with the shaykhs, then they begin to release that, let us to show you what you brought into this qabr. Well, it's not Allah punishing you, but what did that child bring is what he's going to now experience in there. And all the spiders, all the worms, all these bad things that are inside and around you will begin to show its manifestation of energy. So as soon as they're sitting and they're doing the zikr and the awrads that they've been given, immediately these energies and negative energies will begin to manifest themselves from a negative energy that you brought into the room through your existence and through your character. And you are the source of food, and they come all over you and they begin to bite you. They cannot, and there's no permission to rip the skin or pierce the skin. They're merely able with their energy to use your mind against yourself. Because your mind, when it thinks it saw something on your hand, it immediately can trigger a sensor to make you feel like it's been bitten. So without the training of tafakkur and contemplation, that you're in training all the time, that I'm making contemplation, I'm making my zikr, keeping my madad, keeping my practice of my shaykh always with me, always with me. If that's not solid, there's no way to survive that attack if it begins into that khalwa. That when these snakes begin to come, when the spiders begin to come, the rats begin to come, because every level of the characteristic will have a manifestation. Even the wasps, think of every type of wild animal that begins to manifest. One day you go and it's all snakes, and these snakes then begin to move because this is an unveiling. You will sense all of them all around you, and your whole practice is to keep yourself in taslim and submit, keep your madad and keep your connection, make your zikr and then these things begin to enter into the orifice of your mouth, into the orifices of your nose, your ears, all of your body parts. You feel them entering into that body, and you keep yourself on istiqam, keep yourself firm, do your zikr, do your zikr, do your zikr, and through your zikr and through your connection to burn through those characteristics. And then from the smaller creatures they begin to manifest to the bigger creatures, where they describe the dog is like anger. Well, Allah wants to show you, yes, you know your characteristic of anger, in the qab they're going to be like wild dogs that eat you. The qab is 70,000 times more difficult than what we're describing, because there's no way out, there's no time to open your eyes and breathe and to come out of that difficulty. As soon as the qab, it's it, the nafs is gone, you feel it 100%, that becomes 70,000 times more difficult than what we're describing. That wildness is coming, and the whole time your guide is whispering within you, keep your connection, keep your connection, keep your connection, until there's a point in which they begin to train you that your belief is firm enough that to begin to change that energy that's coming upon you. And you begin to tell your heart that they are not dogs, they are not dogs, these energies they are angels. And Allah begin to give you control over your mind, that your heart to take control and begin to convert that energy and bring it towards haqqaiq and bring it towards realities and purification. Means that the first levels of tariqah are moving through these hijabs. That student has to be trained on how to enter into the khalwa. Their life has to be based on their tafakkur, on their meditation, on their muraqabah. Allah knows the future, knows everything. So when He's saying, keep the company of these sadiqs, keep the company of the siddiqs, keep the company of good people, means that at every moment you must be in their company. Not just you sat with them 5 minutes and you went home, but at every moment you're in that tafakkur, in every moment you're in that reality where Allah that these are the people who died before death. And Allah said, don't deem them to be dead in their grave. If somebody reached al-maut qabla al-maut, they're alive. So it means Ahl Hayat, their soul is everywhere. Wherever Allah wants their soul to be, this is the duality of light. Anyone with the basic physics in school right now should know that if you see somebody in a particle and in a solid form, they have two forms. They have a form in which is a wave, and that wave is moving. If you train yourself to break the physicality and move through your soul is light. Your light will see the light, and the light is all waves. But you only see the particle, and the people of particles they only say, no, this one person is one place. But the reality of light is you're incorrect, it's everywhere. If you see with light, you'll see the world of light. So it means all of that training has to accompany first, that you have to be from the people of the world of light.
Strong am I with the force.
The arwah of the people of light are everywhere. Why is it that you don't see them? And why is it that you're not able to connect with them? And that's what they want, to connect with the world of light. Malakut kulli shay, Allah says that world of light, it encompasses everything, it is the source of all power. If your hand is in that hand, Allah is giving His subhan. The glory be to the hand that is connected to the malakut. It's kulli shay, it's all encompassing, not the world of form, it's the dirtiest and the lowest.
Many people come and see me saying how difficult it is to get into the market and buy your first home today. At Shah of Kukutlam, we have a range of solutions that helps you find the perfect home that fits your needs. For over a decade, we have helped hundreds of clients, from first-time buyers to seasoned investors, achieve their goals. We also provide free seminars and workshops, so when the time comes, you can make an educated decision to set you and your family up for life. Whatever your needs are, whatever your goals are, come and see me. My name is Shah, and I can help you find the perfect home.
Almost 150,000 Canadians a year will use a homeless shelter. These people need food, clothing, and access to basic hygiene. Fatima Zahra Helping Hand is a non-profit organization with the goal of helping the underprivileged in Canada. Along with our active support for recent immigrants and refugees, one of our ongoing initiatives is to feed and clothe the homeless. For more than a decade, we have provided hundreds of thousands of hot meals to some of the most vulnerable and needy. We continue these efforts with several monthly initiatives. For more information or to donate, please visit our website, nurmuhammad.com.
So it means our life is a khalwa, not al-arba'in, not al-i'tikaf, not a khalwa. Is that every moment we're in an intention, so then they spread that khalwa in the tariqah to every day of our life. Every time you're fighting a characteristic, it's a moment of that khalwa. Allah asking and choosing that this test that's coming to you of your bad character that you're not accepting, do you want to fight it now or you want the grave to be the reservation? I'll reserve you a table there. So, no, Ya Rabbi, I want the table now. So then you fight through that characteristic, means the 2 dogs of anger died, few cockroaches died, few rats died. If you keep fighting through the characteristics, those animals begin to die. We are a talking animal now, we are not from insan. Insan, they are like angelic beings, we are just talking baboons. That's the planet of the apes. Allah wants us to see that, say, yeah, see, you used to be insan, noble, beautiful creatures. Now you are the people of the zoo. No, this is all you are now. That's not insan. Insan alam al-Qur'an khalaq al-insan, the one whom Allah taught the Holy Qur'an. These characteristics of wild, crazy, dirty people, that's not what Allah intended. So it means that every day we are in a khalwa, and at every moment Allah asking, do you want to fight through your characteristic? So this imtihan and test comes into your life, pass your test. Couple rats will go, couple dogs will go, couple cockroaches will go, and the worms will go, the worms will go. And the worms were the most difficult because they keep coming everywhere, all over the place. Everything you eat, everything you drink, moving through your eyelids and through your eyeballs and through every part of your body, you feel these worms. And with your zikr and with your contemplation, Allah said that if you don't fight these worms now, they will manifest in the grave and they'll eat your body, and you feel every bite that they're eating from your flesh. That's why when they bury people, they bury them nice. they wash them, they perfume them, and what do you have after a few days? Worms, and the worms ate the body. Mawlana Shaykh Nazim Qaddasallahu would often ask, so where these worms came from? Because the people who are really scared, they take their body and they bury it now in a building. They say, no, we don't want to go on the earth because they're afraid that the earth is going to eat us. So then they make a sarcophagus, they make a tomb inside a marble wall because they're very rich, and they go in there and they think the worms won't eat them. But Mawlana says, no, the worm's not coming from the earth, the worm is coming from inside. You are wadood, you are the people of love. If you don't have the wow and the love of wadood, you become a dood. So what people calling each other now? Dood. Dood in Arabic is a worm.
We're dead, dude. No way.
Nasty people calling each other self, hey worm, hey worm. Why? Because that's what's going to be eating them. And those are the characteristics that Allah burn them now. Do through your zikr and your good characteristics. That's why it's not like a regular association. Everything partaking here, every zikr, every association, every light that coming in every mahfil and every zikr is burning those characteristics to lessen the severity of your azab in the grave. It's a big ni'mah. Turuqs and Ahl Haqqaiq are a big gift from Allah that if people knew what they're bringing into the grave and the difficulty in which the grave is going to be, everyone's going to pass through that. Nobody says, I have a ticket out of the grave. Everybody goes to the emergency room, see all the people screaming. It's a big emergency room. The qabr is a big emergency room. What Allah wants is good health for us that escape that difficulty. Go through the training now. Every zikr that you sit in, the lights that are coming from the zikr, Allah is cleansing. Allah is sending specific angels of zikr that come and they cleanse all that wildness, all that wildness. The mahfil and salawat on Prophet brings the nazar of Prophet like a sunshine, that anything that approaches the sun immediately is burned. Once you burn through all these characteristics, then they begin to show the realities. How to connect with Prophet, how to connect with the Divine Presence. We pray that in this month we understand that we are, and by virtue of the turuqs, we are all in seclusion all the time, and that every test that comes to us you're making a conscious choice that you want to pass the test, you want to get rid of few of these bad characteristics, or you just want to have a reserve table in the qabr. We pray that Allah get rid of them here and that make our qabr to be a sweet place, to be a beatific place. That's why we're not coming through amal, we're coming through Allah's rahmah and mercy, that His rahmah be upon us. And then they showed that the only way out of that Jahannam, the only way to stop that fire was durood al-sharif, because as soon as you praise upon Prophet the ruhaniyat of Prophet enters into that mushkilat and immediately stops everything. Allah won't bring azab on the light of Sayyidina Muhammad. We pray that Allah open our hearts to understand, and that we pass through the test and to be dressed by the love of Allah, love of Sayyidina Muhammad, love of awliyaullah fi samawati wa fil ard bi hurmati Muhammad al-Mustafa wa bi siri Surat al-Fatiha.
Have you started planning for the cost of post-secondary education? We will help you open a plan and access thousands of dollars in government grants. Give your child a head start with a CET plan. Did you know that it may be possible to start an RESP and not contribute any of your own money? Call today and receive 25 air miles reward miles when you book a consultation.